All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another Oceanic Challenger League interview going into play day 2. We've pulled the guys from the big dogs in Altered Zelios, and we've got Goonbag out of Altered Zelios coming fresh off their first loss, unfortunately, despite a massive start. And big dogs in the same camp, not quite as rough a loss, but still a rough one to say for sure. Welcome, gentlemen. We'll dive straight into it. We'll get things going. So, look, we'll put this one to both of you. We've seen some big maps to kick things off here in Stage 3. So a couple of upsets, some results that we weren't expecting. Going into Week 2, does that kind of momentum concern you a little bit? Do you reckon it's just a case of the rust coming off, or do you think it is an isolated incident?
Well, I think the first playday was just all underdogs coming out on top, really. So, I don't know. Could be anything. I don't even know how the stage is going to turn out, to be honest.
Right. I think personally, from Big Dog's perspective, I think we thought that we might have the freedom, I guess, to look forward to relegations and not really have to worry about the stage. But you know, as we saw, every team that came in a lot stronger, came in with a lot more prepared than we thought. And you know, we changed our play style. We tried playing a little bit more passive, a little bit more reserved, playing the side. You know, let them take ground, and we'll just hope that they make mistakes, and obviously they didn't, and like that's what happened with a lot of teams. So I think the stage is going to turn out to be really strong. I think every team is in it to win at this stage, and I think nobody's spot is safe. Not Furies, not Big Dogs, nobody's spot safe. I think everybody should be watching out for the games to come.
Right. Now, Goonbag, obviously with your whole roster kind of being the newest introduction to OCL, Mackenzie, last week's interview alluded that you guys kind of more so intending to go a little bit going into the matches like you don't have much to lose. After that kind of a bit of a rough outing in week 1, what kind of was the main learning outcome for the squad as a whole?
Well, I think just the first play day, I think the pressure got to a few of us. Especially after the game we spoke about it. People said that 5-2 up is a bit, we just couldn't close it out. So I think just practice and talking about things that went wrong during that game is all we could do, really. Like you said, we got nothing to lose, so
yeah, okay, fair enough.
Well, I mean, Logiik, this question here is for you. You know, you come into the Oceanic Challenger League in Stage 3, you and Havoc, the newest additions to the Big Dogs roster. I mean, there is a bit of, talk. A lot of people were saying things. You come into the roster after a hell of a match, and it has to be said, it was a hell of a match out of the Big Dogs. Despite the loss, Havoc had a massive showing, almost broke the kill record, but, kind of just fell short at the end yourself. You did your job, you came into the roster. I mean, after a match like that, moving forward, how are the Big Dogs feeling about their potential result at the end of stage?
Listen, we're feeling confident in ourselves and how we play. I think, as you know, whatever excuses may be made, at the end of the day, F5 they looked very strong. They played very well. I think Big Dogs are looking strong. I think we know what we need to do to win. We know how we need to do it. Unleash Havoc a little bit, put him on the mozzie, let him run around a little bit. And I think we'll be set for the stage. I think there's definitely competition, but I think we're still on top. I think it's a little bit lopsided on top half and bottom half of the stage of the leaderboard, and we'll just have to see how it turns out.
All right, fair enough. Look, now the question to both of you, gentlemen, and this one is for possibly a bit more banter. Now that you kind of seen from week 1 how your opponents play against other teams, what do you reckon is the weakest kind of link or the weakest part of the performance in your opponent for this week?
I'm not gonna throw digs or anything, but I think we could outsmart Big Dogs. They got the frag and potential, but I don't know about the brains.
Logiik?
Oh, listen, I think myself and I think Havoc are quite new to comp. I think we have, as a team though, I think we definitely have the experience that it takes. We have Shaq, very big behind the scenes. We have Spectrum, we have Bob. We are very prepared. We've watched. We have the entire qualifiers VODs that we were able to watch. We had last game day VODs, and we'll have to see what happens. I think that the experience might overcome. I think the fragging potential, I think they should be able to deal with. Depending on how we bring it on game day, depending on who's sharp, who's not, who's hitting their shots, who's not. I think that they definitely will be able to shut that down. But won't know till game day whether Havoc's feeling it or not, whether I'm feeling it or not. won't know what Shaq's playing yet. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think that's it. I think we have the experience above them, and we're able to control our nerves a lot better, and bring the rounds in our favor that we shouldn't bring. The 2v4 from last week, unwinnable situation, and I think we should be able to do a few of those, and maybe they crumble under pressure a little bit.
Look, now coming into week 2, we saw 3 iterations of Chalet and one map of Oregon in the first play day. Coming into week 2, this is your personal predictions. I'm not asking you to leak any of the team strats, but personally, what map would you like to see this series go to? And if you got the map you wanted, what do you reckon the score would be?
Anything but Club or Oregon, honestly. It's just so boring watching that map over and over again. Yeah, I don't know. I'd throw anything up that's not those 2 maps.
Okay.
I think personally, I'm hoping for a cheeky bank. I think that'd be nice to watch in Challenger League. I'd like to see everybody see how each team has made the map their own. See how we can change it up a little bit, give a little bit of content. So I think bank personally, and I think scoreline would actually be pretty close. And I don't know how much Altered Zelios have been playing on bank, or how much they've got practiced on it. But I'm probably feeling a 7-4 Big Dogs, maybe 7-3, depending on the day. But we'll have to see.
Confidence, you love to see it. Humble out of the Altered Zelios camp. Thank you so much for joining us, gentlemen. We look forward to seeing you kick things off in Play Day 2 of the Oceanic Challenger League for Stage 3. Make sure you follow all the socials. We'll let you know when that's going on. Until then, we'll see you. We'll let you guys go and get yourselves prepped for this week.
Thank you, guys.
Nice, thank you. Bye.